Currency Kings and Queens. I am back with another video to do some market analysis for the upcoming week of market opens again tomorrow evening on 10/8. But I typically trade during the weekdays, so 10/9 for me, but for those of you that actually are in the markets as soon as it opens on Sunday evening, I just wanted to go over some market analysis and see what we could potentially have as setups for the coming week. I had a pretty good Friday. How did y'all do on NFP Friday? If you can comment below, let me know how you did on Friday. And if you got some gains, or if you just decided not to trade at all, or if you had some losses that you have to recover for the week coming in. But either way, we live on to trade another day. I wanted to go over gold because that's kind of where my main focus is, y'all, which is gold. But in relation to gold, we have the dollar as usual that we look at prior to checking out gold and seeing what it's doing. So what I wanted to do with y'all today is mark up my charts. I mark up charts in anticipation of any news or moves that could happen. So just take this with knowing that the bias could change at any moment, as we all know when we're in the market. So the dollar had a bit of a run up on Friday due to the NFP news. I believe the NFP news for non-farm payroll was good, so it shot dollar up. It started tanking some other stuff because people were either not trading or saying that the market was choppy, but I wasn't into much other than gold on Friday. So let's look at the dollar. I hope y'all have your coffee because I have mine. Going into the charts, we're looking at the current uptrend. Let me change my moving average. I was using it on the okay, so it's on the 200 here. I was using it on the 50 for lower time frame on a pair last week, and I don't even remember if I changed it back or not. But how's y'all's trading week? Hopefully good. Mine was fairly well. But let's see what we can get into for the week coming in. As we know, it's trading above the 200 EMA on the daily. We have a weekly with some liquidity sitting up, weekly high with some liquidity sitting up, and then we have this area of imbalance. So long term, I'm still bullish on the dollar, but let's just see what we have here. We had on the daily, it's a pretty hot area right here of support. And all the green here, y'all, on the dollar is liquidity. So if it does dip down, it'll probably be going towards that liquidity and any imbalances that they have. But right now, seeing that this gap in this area hasn't been filled on the dollar, it could be just trying to recover and fill those gaps. But we'll see. So the dollar has a gap here, and looks like there was a retracement going on. So on the lower time frame, seeing that the daily is on a possible retracement. Lower time frames, if you were to drop down, it looks like a downtrend. So just be careful, be mindful of that with the dollar. But for right now, we're going to go with the bias of the dollar being bullish until it meets an area of resistance, which I would anticipate being up in this area. Let's see. Which is, if it goes to that area of support and resistance, it'll also meet this imbalance here, and there's potentially a little bit of one up there, but we're looking at this general area right here for the dollar. So I would anticipate it continuing until it meets that strong area of resistance above. So with that being said, uptrend for Dixie, dropping over to gold, which I both have tabbed here, y'all. If y'all don't have the TradingView Pro or a version of TradingView that you're using where you can have several indicators and screens, I highly recommend. The most valuable feature of TradingView is actually the backtesting feature. So that'll help you in your trading journey. So hopefully you can get that. So with dollar being bullish, we're going to consider, because we use several different confirmations in order to take trades. We don't just go by dollar being bullish, because it doesn't guarantee that gold is going to be bearish, but we take that into consideration. So looking at gold, it is trending below the 200 EMA. I would have a bearish bias on gold. Remember that it could be turning around, y'all, because this is a double bottom right here and a strong area of support and liquidity. So I wouldn't be surprised when the market opened if it grabbed the liquidity that's sitting under here and continue up until it met some area of either the moving average, or whether it filled these gaps here, or whether, because there's a double top above, whether it grabs that liquidity. So there's a lot of squirrely I say squirrely areas, but these are areas of points of interest, areas that you want to be mindful of when you're trading gold. I don't think this candlestick on the daily for gold has closed yet, possibly, but it looks to be becoming bullish. So we keep a strong eye on that and see where it goes from there. So my sentiment right now for gold is to continue to watch, because if we remember, look at the day here. This was the uptrend, and then it's started to trend reverse on September 19th. So from September 19th all the way until October the 5th, it was bearish. So just yesterday we got some bullish action. Gold was dropping. So a lot of people thought that it was going to stop at this area here, but it didn't, because that was liquidity there as well that it, blew through. But no, I was even looking, because I was like, man, maybe it's gonna hit this area and bounce off. But see how big and how much volume that candle had, and it just continued down. So I did get some trades in and benefited off of that drop. But just be mindful that even though we try and predict the market, make sure you have more than one. I'd like to have at least 3 confluences before I jump into something. Whether it be, your Fibonacci, your moving averages, your support and resistance, your supply and demand, your order blocks. There's a whole lot of confluences that you can use in order to make your trades during the day. So just be mindful of that. Have a plan going in, and if your plan doesn't work out, don't hang on to a trade and continue to lose money. Make sure your risk management is on point. I will effortlessly say that continuously for especially the new traders, but the seasoned traders, just have your risk management in place and cut trades loose. If you see that you had a plan, it's not going according to plan, exit when it's appropriate to exit early, because we all have our plan when we can exit early. But just don't fly by the seat of your pants or be impulsive when you're making these decisions. Have a plan before you take your trades. That's extremely important in this market. So with gold, I'm going to have the sentiment of let's just wait and see. I may do a trade going up if it gives me my confirmation according to my plan, and ride it up into that area of resistance. It just depends on the price action and what it gives me in the market. So for gold, I'm gonna say that I am slightly still bearish, but turning bullish, depending on how the market looks when it opens on tomorrow. And then on the lower time frame, you can see that it's consolidating. So it's building that area of support. And usually when it builds that area of support, those are orders being collected to take off either up or down. So we haven't decided what that's going to be, but even on the 30-minute, it looked like it's trying to create a form of support to continue up. So let's just be mindful of that with gold. Other than that, I'd say we have some fall weather coming in, and I am enjoying it. So for those of you that are seasonal like me and like the cool weather, I live in Texas, so it's always hot, so I can appreciate a cool day. And this morning, I think we woke up and we were about 69 degrees. So let's keep moving forward, y'all. I want to, talk about prop firms when I create my next video. I want to really just dig deep into prop firms because that's a huge conversation about, whether you think you should use them or whether you should just do only your personal account or have a combination of two. But I want to start digging deep in my videos and just tap into, you guys and see what's on your mind as far as, where you're going in your trading journey. Some of us have been in it for a while, like myself, and then some are just brand new and really don't even know the terminology or what to do. Well, if you stick with me, I'll teach you how. I also wanted to make sure we went over the news for next week. So Monday we'll have a bank holiday on the CAD and the USD. So maybe we'll get little to no volume, maybe. We really don't have any news to where we can get some type of news activity in the market until like Wednesday. So just be mindful of that too. If you have not created a Forex Factory account or my Forex book, my FX book, those are two good, really good websites. So Thursday we have red folder news at 8:30 on the US. That should be pretty big. And FOMC is really starting to be a big news day, as well as the NFP Fridays on the first week of every month. So just be mindful of that if you do news trading or want to avoid it. So I just wanted to also mention the news portion of it because it's pretty important when we're trading. Thank you. Bye.